Let's talk about vacations to go. If you are curious about if vacations to go is legit or maybe suspect, then this is the video for you. We're going to get down to the bottom of things and find out if vacations to go is truly the deal saver that they say they are. Hello, my name is Natasha with Alivia Shanell, the Bouget lifestyle. And this is a channel here where we talk about everything affordable when it comes to travel, not only just the booking tips and tricks on how to save, but also after the booking. When we're talking about the vacation hair, the vacation outfits, your luggage, packing tips, if anything that interests you when it comes to affordable travel, this is the right channel for you. So consider subscribing and being notified anytime that I upload a new video. If you've already subscribed, thank you and welcome back. So let's get into today's video, because I guess that's why we're all here. I have been seeing a lot of videos about vacations to go, how they're up to 90% off for cruise deals last minute. So there's a thing on there called the 90-day tracker that allows you to save money on cruises that did not book. So with cruise lines, they are obligated to try to fill up the cruise ship as much as possible, of course. So most cruise lines will have the final payment due 90 days out. So you have to pay everything off. Last payment is about 90 days before you sell. So during that 90 days, what they're saying is the cruise ships are still trying to fill up any cabins that have not sold. And they are offering these last minute cabins at these awesome rates, anywhere between 50, 75, 80, and even 90% off to get people to sell on ships that did not book completely. So I went and just looked to see, is this legit? What's going on? How is it possible? Seeing if this is true. And I did a little digging. I noticed that the further out you go, if it's right at 90 days today, yes, they are lower priced, but not as low as it gets closer to the sell date. Now, if you live near a port, you would have some awesome deals. It's easier for you to go because, you could just get in the car and drive. For those of us that don't live so close, I'm in Charlotte area, so it's not that it's that far away, but it is, 6 hours to Port Canaveral, 9 hours to Miami Port. There is one in Jacksonville, but not so many cruises leave out of Jacksonville, Florida, or even Charleston. Heading north, there's one in Maryland and New York. So I'm really and truly, I'm in the middle of either going north or south. If I was closer, where it was like within 3 hours, I probably would go maybe every other weekend with the deals that I saw. So from what I can see, and I'll show you guys, so let's go ahead and look into it. So here we are. You want to go to Google and type in vacations to go. You want to click on the very first one that pops up. So when you do that, you'll see that it comes up here to the main page. And you want to just go over here to where you see it shows the 90-day ticker. And in it, you could actually filter as well, which I didn't do that, but I'm just going to show you guys the main list that comes up. And as you can see, they break it down by area too. So you can even scroll through to see what area it is that you're looking at. But I'm just going to look at the Bahamas, for instance, because that's the one that I called on. But you can see all of the different cruise lines that are available. I'm seeing Virgin, Carnival, MSC, Royal Caribbean. It's a mixture of all of them. Norwegian's on here as well. One thing I did notice, MSC is a more affordable. There's even Celebrity as well. But that one seems to be the most affordable on here. As you can see right here, MSC Seashore, 5 nights. Show price was $665, now for $199. So prices like that are just unbelievable with the savings that they're offering, after that 90 days. And like I said, I have gone in to check my system as well just to see, how much of a comparison it is. I am finding that the comparisons are exact on point. I've looked on the actual cruise line websites as well, and even seeing if there's any group rates that we have that we can offer, more of a discount, or even if there's any onboard credits that could be offered as well on e-selling. So with this website, what I did find is you cannot book online. So at first that was kind of red flag to me, like why, usually everybody wants you to book online, but there's no option to book online. You do have to call the number, or you can do an inquiry form. So when you click on which cruise you're looking at, you'll see here that it shows that there's a fast deal number. And that's the number that you want to provide them with when you call to inquire about this booking or to place the booking. But one thing I can say that's a positive is there is a number showing that to call, but there's also contact information as well. That's very positive. And there's an actual address here, even email to reach out to them, phone number, even their physical location. So that's a positive, because a lot of times when there's something negative, you don't get that type of information. It's one of those sites where it's really hard to find them or to be able to contact them. So I do like that there's a lot of positivity just looking at the site itself. So I don't see any red flags there. One thing I can say too is when you're calling them, they're very polite and not pushy at all. That was one thing that really had me feeling a lot easier, or feeling that it's very legit, is the fact that they were not pushy. It wasn't like a sales call. There was no harassing that you normally get when you're doing something where they're just, hey, give me your name, your number, let's do it now. Where's your credit card? It was none of that. It was very informational, very positive. I didn't feel like it was a sales thing. Really, when it comes to vacations, there's no need for me to do that. I'm here to help you. Of course, I'm here to make some type of money or income, but at the same time, I don't need to harass you or push. There's no need for that. You're either going on vacation or you're not. Let me know when you're ready. And they had that attitude. There was no pushing me to do anything, or that hustle that you get when you call a lot of different places. So I did like that factor, that not only did they expect that you call, it wasn't a harassing either. And I did say that I will call back, and I still have not received any harassing updates or emails saying, are you still going to do it, or what's going on? So that's a positive thing for me. When something's a scam or not legit, that's what you experience the most, is that harassment. And I did not experience that at all. So from what I can see, just looking at the website and all of the information available, I would say that I think that this is pretty legit, especially comparing it to my database and my systems as well. The pricing is right on point. So I called the number and spoke to Jadis, and he was very polite, had excellent customer service. And I gave him the flash deal number and asked him all the questions. And I was really digging, because I'm like, is this legit? Are you sure that's the price? Are there any extra fees? I mean, I was really going in on him. But he was like, yeah, absolutely, 2 people. And I was like, okay, I want a window, a cabin, just to make sure, kind of the middle point. I didn't want to do interior, just because I wanted to see what would it truly be if you were looking for a window. He did say, of course, it depends on what is available, of course, because there may not be any windows, or there may not be interior. But the cruise that I was looking at, there was a window available. And this was for a week out. So coming up for this weekend, $368 for 2 people. And that included the taxes, the port fees, all fees were associated except for gratuity. So you got to remember gratuity is separate. They don't add that in for you. But $368 is not bad for a 5-day cruise. Not at all. And with me researching, I looked in our systems, and of course I can't show that to you, but it was very close. There was no added ons, none of that. It was identical. So needless to say, I think it's pretty legit that you could use this tracker. I would say again to always still get a travel advisor, not just because that's what I do, how I make a living, but just to have that added additional protection. Because, of course, if you go with them, that's it. You're going to pay, you get the email, and you're done. There's no more hands on, no offering you this, giving you more advice, or helping to make sure that you're truly doing exactly what needs to be done when it comes to cruising. There's a lot more than just buying that ticket. So with a travel advisor, we would be able to help you to make sure that you're going through all the steps that need to be done up until you get back off that cruise. So I would have to say in my research of calling them and doing a mock booking, it is legit. I matched it to the system. I didn't see any discrepancies. Those sell dates, the pricing was the same. And even with us, depending on the timing, we still maybe offer you some onboard credit as well. So you still would want to check with a travel advisor just to make sure you're getting everything that you possibly could get out of that cruise booking. So I would say, if anything, go on there, check it, see if you find something that interests you, and then call your travel advisor to go ahead and make that booking for you with that same price or even better. So I am here to say, from what I can see, Vacations to Go is pretty legit. So if you guys have any questions, of course, leave them in the comments below. I'll be more than happy to go a little bit further in details and explain that to you. Thank you for watching, and share with your friends. Help them out with this Vacations to Go. Is it legit or not? Which we've concluded that I feel like it is legit. Consider subscribing and becoming a part of the family. Thank you again. You take care. Until next time, be blessed.